Hello, hello, welcome in. It is Wednesday, August 4th. We're here live. I'm here live, 10 a.m. Eastern. It is 7 a.m. Eastern on my side of the world, but I'm a morning person, so it's fine. Other people have we've had some interesting, funny issues with the time zone thing. But if you're here and you're live with us, let me know here in the chat. Let me know that you're here, you're live, and also just like let us know where you're tuning in from. We've got people all over the world who watch these things, and let us know where are you tuning in from. It's fun to see where all the different people are from. We've got an awesome guest, and for those of you who are newer to our community, or maybe this is your first time ever tuning into one of these things, you're like, what the heck's going on here? We do these live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern every single day. We've been doing them live for years, but Dave and I collectively together have been doing them live now for about, I would say, I don't know, year and a half or so. And we go live every day with a new story from somebody else who started their business, found legendary or found how to market online, or started a TikTok in this case, and started crushing it. So I'm gonna bring on our guest, and if you all can give me some clapping emojis or something, or some celebration or pumped up emojis or something in the chat, that'd be awesome. And help me welcome to the digital stage, Jennifer. What's happening?
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Where are you I was going to say calling in from, but more like, where are you tuning in from, or where are you streaming from?
Upstate New York.
Okay, cool. Nice. So I read through we do a little questionnaire, and there's not a lot of detail that typically comes through the questionnaire, but I did a little reading. So what I'd like for you to do is bring us into your world a little bit. No one here has ever met you, but just bring us into your world about like how you found the online space. You've tried different MLMs. Maybe talk to us a little bit about that, and tell us where you're at today.
Well, it started back in the 90s. Basically, I wanted to try and find something at home, and a lot of things, it was either ads or newspapers or things like that. The Don Lapre, if you know about that, that was way back when. The Power Mall, that's another MLM. We try and sell to other people and, get that line going. So a lot of that stuff did not work out. In 2017, we became an affiliate through Ghost Stop because I'm a paranormal investigator. Didn't know how to implement that. We'd put the link out there, and constantly, every once in a blue moon you'd get somebody, but it wasn't like it is today, where when I was scrolling on TikTok and I just had a personal page, I was like, well, I'll kind of see what this is about, because my daughter, kind of introduced me to it. Did a couple personal videos, but I was more kind of a watcher. And then next thing I know, I see 15-day challenge constantly. And I was like, I've already tried another marketer, and they kind of sideswiped me and pushed me aside, and that didn't work out. So I'm like, geez, $7, it's $7. I could go to McDonald's and pay for a whole meal for about $10, so it was a lot cheaper. So yeah, I clicked on it, and it's a game changer for me. Everything that was implemented worked, and within not even a month, I got my first commission from February. Because I had my surgery in February, and a couple days after I got out, I decided, well, what am I going to do besides, go out and investigate? So I decided to take my time, and while I was out of work, put this into play, and it just showed from there.
Wow, that's cool. So that's really cool, because I feel like a lot of people are trying to start some sort of online side hustle. Or I know people, for instance, who do like even weird stuff like jewelry businesses or something. And I'm like, would you please just like take the 15-day challenge? Especially people who are in MLMs or stuff like that, or any sort of affiliate marketing. So you're like, tell us about, this is more just for my curiosity, but tell us about sort of your interest in paranormal activity with like affiliate marketing and how you work that stuff in.
Well, basically, I do the same as what I do with the digital products. A lot of paranormal investigators, they're out there looking for new equipment to use. Each year they want to upgrade. So I have an affiliate program through GoStop, and I send it their way, and they're like, oh, the new stuff, what's on sale. It's basically like doing Amazon or Walmart or Target. You're doing the same thing and implementing that and getting their emails.
Hmm.
They get, newsletters from me and all sorts of emails. And I just put it into play as I would with a digital.
That's awesome. That's super cool. And
It's great work.
the reason I bring that up is because I think a lot of times uh, one thing that I see people have issues with is finding a way to connect their passion or things they're interested in into sort of a monetized like business or side hustle of some sort, right? So it's like they come online and they just do what they see everyone else doing, but then they're confused maybe about how do I tie these things in? How do I
They're afraid to split off and try something new. And that's the
right?
thing. You just go out there and do it. Try it. If it fails, it fails. Try something else. I
How
mean,
did you?
I'm on the whim of things. I just, like my TikToks, I don't overlook it, and I don't oversee anything. I'm just like, okay, yep, I'll post this. I'm just on the fly. You see me on my bike all the time. I post videos on my bike. I'm in my truck. I could be with the kids. I mean,
Yep,
anything.
yep.
So, but it
What's
still
the
sells.
what's the name of that one that you were talking about? Ghost Stop?
Yes, go stop. Yep.
How did you how did you go about finding that? Was that just through research and stuff?
Yep. I researched it because we were looking for equipment. And then we happened one day just to kind of see, we went to the bottom of the page and it says affiliate program. And I'm like, hey, that's perfect. Um,
Nice.
so I've kept that, and it's worked. It's,
That's
sending more of the paranormal group, out that way. But, I do help people, and that's our passion. We help people understand what's on the other side, what's going on. Same
mm,
as I do with my digital. I help people. I help people learn. It's about learning instead of selling. You don't want to sell, push, push, push. You always want to teach them that there's other ways than, pushing a sales product.
yep.
So I've already done all the work before. I was always helping people, so,
Nice.
and that's what I'm out here to do is I'm on my TikToks. I'll tell people, send me a personal message. Give me your number. We'll call each other. And I've talked to plenty of people over the phone, and next day they have signed up. It's just much easier than, typing all the time.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Makes sense. I feel like hang on one sec here. Oh, there we go. I was just gonna have us send the text message back through, but now the link went through, so we're good now. We're gonna have an influx of new people coming in here in just a second.
um,
So I think the interesting part to me is that I get a lot of people who come to me and ask me, how can I make my content on TikTok better? And the thing that you've said probably 5 times now is I help people. And I think that that's so underrated. But
yeah,
here's the tricky piece. The tricky piece is that there's this game that happens inside of people's minds where it's like, well, I'm kind of newer here, right? So like, I'm not, for instance, I'm not a dog training expert. I don't do dog training for, my full-time job. So how the heck am I supposed to help people with dog training? I don't even really know much about it, right? And then I tell people, so that problem comes up a lot. How have you combated that, or how do you sort of deal? I call that imposter syndrome. And really, what it is, here's what I think it is. I think it's people misunderstanding the goal of marketing, right? The goal of marketing isn't that you are the world's foremost expert. In fact, most marketers aren't. The people who do the digital courses are, but the people who are, let's say, an affiliate marketer or referral digital marketer, they're usually not the expert. They're usually not
nobody's an
the
expert.
foremost
Nobody
expert.
is.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So how do you deal with that? Like break through to create content? Was that an issue with you or not really?
No, because I'm used to doing research all the time before, an investigation. So you do the research,
Hmm.
you write keywords down and make sure, that's the information that you've gotten correct. Check another site and check that site to make sure, okay, that is correct. And then just go for it because nobody's an expert in any field you do. It doesn't matter. So you just do your best, do your research, write keywords down, and put it out there. That's all you need to do. That's the biggest thing.
Ah, it is the biggest thing, and getting past that is really huge.
It
I
can
just, you're so right there. I mean, there's people who definitely know more than you, but
Yep.
nobody has perfect knowledge. But I like how you framed that with research. And typically what else, because that's exactly what I tell people to do is I say, okay, if you're struggling making content, you've got this little weird sort of, I feel like I don't know enough to start making people content and helping people, right? And so what ends up happening, long story short, is they do nothing. They just do nothing. And after they do nothing and they're, maybe trying to create content, they start just unpacking their story. And I'm like, hey, that's good. But people who watch content are sort of wondering what's in it for me, right? Like, well, what's, great, cool, you're starting your journey. That's great. You should share that. But
Right.
also, you should be helping people. You should be teaching people. You should be instructing people. And the best way to do that I know is to go on to Instagram or TikTok or YouTube and see what other people are creating, right? So check this out. if I was I'm going to share my screen here. Excuse me, real quick. And I'm going to show, if it's cool, I'm going to show your TikTok. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. So I just downloaded this tool. You're going to love this if you don't know about it yet. But I just downloaded this little tool, excuse me, on Google Chrome, and it's called Sort for TikTok. Check this out. So everybody who's on here, if you haven't seen this already, I talked about this a few weeks ago, but if I were like looking to see what's working for other people, I downloaded this Sort for TikTok extension on Chrome, and I hit start, and it sorts a channel's videos by most watched.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to put the most watched videos up at the very top. And sometimes it takes a second, but let's just, see, here we go. So now I've got all of Jennifer's videos sorted by top to bottom. And I can now come and look and see what kind of content gets watched, right? So if I wanted to come into the dog training niche, I could come in and search dog training, and I could say, oh, wow, 1.4 million followers, CEO of dog behavior follow. Okay, so this guy's got a lot. South End dog training's got 1 million. So let's do this one. So if my niche is in dog training, check this out. I'm going to sort this. I'm going to do a sort. Now on a bigger channel like this, it might just take a second. It might take a few minutes, but here you go. So right here, and for everybody who's in the comments, let me know if this is making sense. Just type a yes or a Y. Let me know if this makes sense. And what's happening is now I'm going to get flooded with ideas of content, and I'm going to get shown exactly what type of content in this niche gets watched the most, right? So this plugin is called Sort. Let's see, Sort for TikTok, I think. Yeah, Sort for TikTok. Sort for TikTok. So let me see here. Yeah, I mean, his channel's massive. This person's been posting on their channel for a long time, it seems. Hang on.
It is pretty neat. Of course, when mine comes up, it's in my pajamas.
Well, hey, that's a tip, right?
Yeah,
That's a tip.
it's what works.
Exactly. So check this out. Now watch this. If somebody's out there and they're like, well, I want to start selling dog training. I want to sell dog training courses. Well, check this out. If I have a dog, or maybe I don't, I could do a duet with this, or I could do a stitch with this video. But look at this style video. Everybody watch this. I'm going to see if I can. I don't know if this is going to allow me to share audio. Let me see here. Share Chrome tab. Oh, we can share audio. Okay. So I'm going to share my tab audio here.
How to teach any dog to stop pulling. Step 1. You want the dog to learn that pulling gets them nowhere. So as soon as tension is on your lead, you stop and wait for that lead to go slack. You can do this on any collar. As soon as the dog pulls and you feel tension, stop, wait for that lead to go relaxed, then keep moving on. You can see the dog slowly starting to slow down. Pulls, so I stop, lead goes relaxed. You do this part until the dog's no longer pulling you. Step 2, you hold the lead correctly, arm by your side, short and relaxed, and if the dog pulls, you do little flick backs of your wrist. If the dog's really pulling, do some turns into your dog. Throw your leg across the dog. This makes the dog more spatially aware and more in tune with you. Left turns, right turns, they help massively. And then you get the finished article of the dog walking nicely, that when you stop, the dog stops, you're now connected. How to teach.
All right, so there's even probably things this person could have done better to make that video even better, but you get the point. 10 million views on that, and it instantly, that took us 2 minutes, I think, 2 or 3 minutes. I've got a 10 million video view. I've got a 8.1. I got a 5.9. I've got a 5.6, 5.5. Like all kinds of videos. And some of them, here's the crazy part. Like, let me here. I'm trying not to just freaking take over this right now, but I have to share this. Some of them, if you look at them, they're like clips from the internet, right? Like they're not even like, they're just like viral internet clips. They're not all like he's instructing everything, right? So like, there's some strategy behind growing a channel where you can take things that are already working or things that are, you know, whatever, and put a little comment on it, or put a little voiceover. Thank you, right there. And immediately you've got a new piece of content. So people, this is something I'm so passionate about. Because
you don't even have to show your face. You can show short videos of something else that's going on, whatever your niche is.
Yes.
And you can just do the voiceover with your voice, and you know, you can do those videos very simply. And you know, it's 60 seconds. It's 60 seconds of your life.
Yes.
Put it out there.
Yeah, especially if somebody's got, especially if you can actually do and basically do that same video. Like I would go on, if I was growing a dog training channel or something, and I had, because we teach, one of our things in our blueprints is a done for you campaign for a dog training course in ClickBank. And on that, we've had many people make sales with that campaign. And one of the ways that you can easily do that is just to grow a TikTok channel utilizing other people's videos. So I would model, is there anything, the question people ask is, well, that's just copying. And so I said, well, you can put a new headline on it. And if the content is just you, like you're creating the video, and you try to create it as simple as possible and basically keep things like second by second. See, here's the thing. The actual content and who's delivering it and all of that needs to be unique. But you can go second by second and model after other successful videos. And I'm talking like, some people think that this is just kind of like a game where you throw out a little content here and sprinkle a little content here. But the people who are really successful, people like Stacey Law or Calvin Hill or something like that, hundreds of thousands of followers, they get obsessive. It's like almost weird, like because of how consistent they are and how second by second their content is just, it punches every single second. And then you're suddenly like, whoa, that video goes viral. Well, is it by luck? No, it's because they have a set formula and they follow the formula. If you don't know what the formula is, you go short by TikTok and you find that formula. Anyway, I'm ranting. What comes up or what's there for you?
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, there is so much out there you can learn, and if you're not familiar with it, research it. It's the biggest thing. You do a little bit of your research, you can accomplish anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, whether you're doing your videos or, you know, if like for me, I just kind of make a video and I could just be filming myself riding the bike or filming myself in my truck, and I'll be like looking back at it the next day and be like, yeah, I'll post a little short version of that and put that out there. If it fails, it fails. You just go on to the next. Stop trying to rehearse and do it 5 million times, because no matter what, it's never going to be perfect for you, because you're going to constantly look at it and review it. You got to just do it, get it out there, and that's it. You know, it's the biggest thing I've learned, you know, doing lives on our paranormal page. It's like, yeah, we can sit there and we have tons of bloopers, God forbid. I mean, you know, all of a sudden somebody, you know, falls down a couple steps and we all start laughing while we're doing our live. You know, it happens. You know, you're in the dark. What are you going to do? You know, oh, yep, they're okay. They're fine. We're good. Let's keep going. You know, same thing with this. It's kind of like you just create a video, you watch other people's videos and say, like, yeah, I could do that, but give it a twist. Give it your own flavor. You've got to do it for you and not do it for them. You know, so you want to just kind of give that a little twist and put your own little words in there. You know, either do words or voices or whatever you want to do, and just give it your own kind of style and put it out there. When I started doing the print on demand, which I always say, stop the cycle. Come on, stop that 9 to 5 cycle. We got to, you know, this is another way of doing it. You know, I do the print on demand. I bought the shirt and say, hey, you know, this is my advertisement, just like our shirts for our Grounded Paranormal. We wear them around. That's advertisement. People always, you know, hand out a card. That's my business card, you know. So it's the same thing as what I was doing, but now I'm able to implement it, do the funnels, get the emails, and get results.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I can also tell that you love it. Like, you enjoy it. You're passionate about it. You're on fire about it. I imagine you I just imagine you with like a group of people and just like going after it. Just
I'm about ready to quit my job.
I love it.
Getting there.
Yeah. So, well, it's a process. I feel like that makes sense.
It was hard in the beginning. Yes, it's a lot of work. And there were times where I was struggling with it in my head. And I just was like, you know what? I got to walk away. And I walked away for a little while, took a breather, got back at it, and was learning again. And there's some things in the course that, you know, you're like, okay, I'm second guessing it. Go do the research, because you can find it someplace else and the terms that you understand, you know. That's all. It's all about doing the research. And the more research you do, the more you learn, the more you can be an expert, even though we're not all experts at it. But still, you have that knowledge of what you need to put out on your TikToks, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want to post on. So, and there's plenty of platforms to post on. And TikTok is the main one. We all know it. We've all seen them. We've all scrolled by and said, geez, I know that one. You know, but you learn. Everybody's learning, and you learn as you go, especially when you become a new affiliate through a new program. You're learning everything about that program. So it's no different.
I love it. I freaking love it. So you're doing a lot of different stuff. You're selling digital products. You're selling, you know, you've got Redbubble. You've also got paranormal stuff. Where do you see this all going, or what do you have sort of an end goal or end game, or are you just really trying to keep pushing all mediums and see what kind of works?
Yeah, basically I'm pushing everything out and see what works and what doesn't. You know, it's all about testing. Every time you want to put something out, you've got to test it out. If you don't put it out there, you'll never know. And that's the thing, not knowing. If you don't put the work into it and get it out there for people to see, it's not going to work for you then. So get it out there, push it out. That's your, either way, you got a 50-50 chance. Either it's going to work or it's not. That's all life is all about 50-50 chances. We all know that. Just put it out there.
Just put it out. And also not just that, but like, I feel like if it does come up to a 50-50 chance, at least stack the deck in your favor by putting out a lot.
Exactly.
If I'm going to put stuff out, I might as well put out a lot.
Exactly. I mean, I've pushed, quite a bit out and just to see what works. I was on vacation this past weekend, on a camping trip, and I still, was working on my phone. I have my computer and everything at home. So even on my phone, I was doing a little bit with emails and things like that. So it doesn't matter if you have a phone, tablet, computer, you can do as you're on vacation. And that's what I did. Although on my way home, that was a different story. Getting caught in a hailstorm. That was pretty
So are you taking content from TikTok? I'm looking at your Instagram here. Are you taking content from TikTok, those videos, and doing reels? I see a few of them. Are you going to do that more often? Because what I'm seeing their algorithm really trying to compete with TikTok.
Yeah, and that's what I saw too. That's why I started posting on some reels to see how that would go and how far that would go. So yeah, I've been posting on that. I put a little bit on my Facebook page, just to kind of see what happens on that. But yeah, the reels, the algorithm on it is insane right now. So if you're just starting, definitely, get some onto those reels. That might push it out more and help out.
I think we typically, what I instruct people to do, and we're doing a training tomorrow for our Blueprints community on Instagram Reels, because we've got multiple people now we've got one guy, and I don't want to make any big income claims, but we've got one guy in particular who mostly, it's a little through TikTok, but mostly through Instagram, that I know is almost to, let's say he's over 50 grand in 30 days. And that's, as a disclaimer to everybody here, that's not what any typical person who buys anything online will ever see or ever make. Most people don't do anything and make $0. So you shouldn't expect those same results. But what I'm seeing is on that, that particular training is for our business blueprints community. We sent out an email I think yesterday about that. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's our Thursday Business Blueprints webinars. We do those every week. This week, we're bringing on somebody super special to talk about Instagram Reels. And we're going to be launching a challenge next week as well for Instagram Reels. And we're going to be doing that in our Facebook group. And we typically don't do those unless we really believe in a medium. And so we're going to be teaching people how to go on Instagram Reels, how to take your content from TikTok. And you can use this tool called snaptik.app, where you can strip the watermark off, post it straight onto Reels. Boom, you've got double the content out in the world. It's kind of a no-brainer. But also Instagram Reels is very seriously realizing that Instagram has lost so much traffic and so much attention to TikTok that they're basically willing to do whatever it takes, right, to get any sort of attention. So they're throwing so much traffic at Reels. It's crazy. And the same thing might happen eventually to YouTube Shorts. So I would also recommend people go and post those on YouTube Shorts too, because there's going to be a day where YouTube figures it out a little bit. Maybe, I don't know that for sure, but probably they're pretty smart over there at Google, and they'll probably hit that algorithm just like TikTok did, just like Instagram is starting to do. And so we always want to keep people, one step, in front of everybody else who's marketing online. So
yeah, I have a few of the shorts on YouTube, on my YouTube page. So
nice.
I've already started that, and of course the Reels and on the Instagram. it's amazing. It really is. And I'm out there to help more people and just lead them on to a future that can change. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what, for everybody who's here, what advice, or I'll give you the final word, what advice or what thoughts do you have for people who are here, who are maybe they're hesitant to make some first content, or maybe they're just getting started and they're a little overwhelmed? What do you have any advice for people who are getting going?
Yeah. Stop overthinking and just do it. You got to get it out there. You never know when it's going to work, but hey, if you put it out there, you know it's out there. And yeah, some things you can't take back, but hey, it's a work in progress and it's a learning in progress. Just do it. Just get out there and do it, because you'll never know if it's going to work for you or not if you don't put it out there.
Love it. So good. Well, Jennifer, thanks for coming on, and sorry about your hailstorm fiasco.
Yeah, it's sore. It's pretty sore. I don't wear full face, and I don't have a windshield. I have a Honda Sabre 1300, and there's no windshield, no nothing protection for me. So rainstorms I can do, hail I cannot. So yes, I'm very sore. But well worth the trip. I would always do it again with my girls. And we've got another trip coming up in 2 weeks. We go to Gettysburg for our group, for our paranormal group. So there's a big bash going down in Pennsylvania. So I'm back down to Pennsylvania in 2 weeks. So
I love it.
Both of these have been paid for through Legendary. So
I love it. Very cool. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for taking the time. And if you need anything from us, just let us know. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, guys, give Jennifer some love, and also go follow her on TikTok. All right. Follow her journey. She's got cool stuff on there, and she's just overall a cool person. She's killing it. She's crushing it. She's a biker. I think she I didn't look all the way through every one of her videos, but it did look like she posts some stuff as she's going on her trips and stuff too. So it's just fun to watch and fun to tune in. So make sure to give her a follow. We'll be back here live Thursday and Friday of this week with new people and new stories for you to listen to. Tomorrow, if you're a Business Blueprints member, and you've purchased our business blueprints, we have a massive training happening tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's the same time as our typical live webinar that we do. You can go in the back office and you can register for that under business blueprints. All right. And then next week, stay tuned. Okay. Stay tuned to your email. Be watching. If you see any emails from Legendary or David Sharpe, we got something cool happening next week. And that's all we got for today. We'll be back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern.